Hey Jordan, I figured I would give you, I guess, a walk around video of the first floor where all the damages are and kind of explain everything so you can look back at it and go over it at any time. Obviously the leak happened at the hot water tank. There was the copper line for the supply. You can kind of see the other one in the wall still that's been removed, but right here this part was soft and ruptured, so all of those lines have been replaced. When it was happening, the water was spraying upwards and then running down this wall. Pretty much the entire wall was washed away, and then there was water damage on the cabinets that were behind it, as well as just obviously all the drywall. The lower cabinets, there was a cabinet here on the right, the stove, a cabinet here on the left. Then it went to a corner cabinet, which was long. There was one door on it. The corner did not have a door. It was kind of an L shape. Then there was another cabinet for the sink, and then the dishwasher, and a final cabinet here. Going along the top, and all of those cabinets were damaged. Going along the top, there was 3 cabinets damaged. There was that cabinet, the center cabinet, and then the left cabinet. Originally, these were not on the estimate. He was just going to remove and replace them, but they were damaged. There was water damage and mold starting to grow. So he has agreed at this point to replace it. It's just not on his original estimate. This cabinet here was not originally considered damaged, but he is going to go ahead and replace it. There's a water stain that you can see in the floor. And then, more importantly, when we opened up this empty space here, you can see the water and how it traveled from underneath that cabinet. And then that actually goes into the bathroom, underneath the bathroom. So all of those cabinets are being replaced. They are supposedly being rebuilt to match these cabinets. They're particle board cabinets, and then they have wood faces, wood doors, and wood drawers. And he wants to reuse the faces, doors, and drawers. Quotes so far have been between $4,000 for just the lower cabinets, not including this one, up to $8,000 for rebuilding all of them to match. That's using the exact same materials and everything to make sure that they do match, and then obviously having to be refinished and painted to match these. So whatever estimate you come up with, we'll compare that. My plan is to send him those estimates and then send him estimates for building new cabinets and letting him choose which method he wants to go about replacing them. Going further, the drywall along this closet is wet on this side, or was wet, and is soft. So 2 feet up on the outside, and then all the way on the inside, 2 feet up, all the drywall is going to be removed and replaced. Obviously, that would mean the closet needs to be painted, and then all of the shelves need to be removed and then put back on. This door does not have any damage. The casing here is cracked. That is not on his original estimate, so that'll have to be added. It can probably just be reset, but obviously it needs to be fixed. Going along the door, it's sticking at the bottom left corner. This is the door that leads to the garage. And then the casing is cracked all the way around it. So the door frame needs to be replaced, the casing needs to be replaced, and he did agree to replace the actual door in case it had warped with a fire-rated door. Going into the garage, this is the cabinet that was built up against the wall in the garage. These are all the faces, doors, and drawers that will need to be rebuilt. Well, we are actually going to replace them with new cabinets either way, but depending on if we're coming out of pocket with that or not. Obviously, hopefully not. But we've kept them in the meantime just to be on the safe side. The cabinet was built up against this wall. It is built out of particle board, so it's a lower grade cabinet. Obviously all this insulation needs to be replaced along with what's in the kitchen, and then drywall, paint, so on. And then here's that door from the inside or outside. This section here that I had showed you is the laundry room. Washing machine and dryer were in here. And then these shelves up here. Obviously the drywall needs to be replaced and mudded over. And then the entire room needs to be painted. So these cabinets will need to come down. And then I'll show you one more look inside. This is the bathroom. And obviously the water damage went underneath the floors in there. So those floors have all been replaced or removed. Going into the dining room, kind of cluttered at the moment. We moved stuff out when the mitigation company pulled out the floors. Floors are removed all the way through the dining room. Shoe molding obviously has to be replaced in every room with the hardwoods. I'm not sure if the whole section here has to be painted or if it's just the bottom molding. That'll be something you can tell me, but obviously we want that to match and be uniform, and that does go all the way around the room to the fish tank. These walls are removable to access the fish tank, but they do match. There's the other wall. In the hallway, all the wood's been replaced or removed. And I'll give you a quick walk through the breakfast room area that's connected to the kitchen, the bay window. Obviously all that insulation needs to be replaced down there as well. And then drywall on this side, and then it's 4 feet up going all the way across. This is where we've stopped with the hardwoods for now, as requested of the insurance agent. We are still getting moisture readings of 25 and up all the way. They used a probe midway through the room right about here, and we were getting a 25% moisture reading. It was actually over on this side, so it was right about here. But not sure if these floors will either be refinished or replaced. The tape right here, there's 3 of them. 2 are floor outlets, and then there's one that is an HDMI cable that's ran from the TV underneath and then under the couch. Obviously those will have to be removed, built hardwoods around them, and then replaced. And then this shoe rack or shoe cabinet, there's 4 drawers on it. That was built against this wall over here, so that'll not sure what the cost for removing and replacing that is, but obviously that has to be done. And then it's pretty simple, it's all square going around, so just shoe molding and the hardwoods. So yeah, here's the bathroom real quick. The toilet was removed, the sink was removed, so cost for remove and replace those. And then it's just simple shoe molding, and then that one piece of trim was damaged. So let me know if you have any questions.